So far we've spoke about by far the most popular upper body, or maybe out of any exercise that there is, which is the bench press, which is potentially, when done correctly, the best overall builder of the chest and the anterior half of the upper body at least. But what's the best bench press variation that you're not doing? Now, when I say the best bench press variation, that really depends on your goals or your sticking points in the lift, or what your goal is for the lift. Is it overall strength? Is it muscle building potential? But the point of this is to give you an option of something which you're probably not doing. This might be the best bench press variation that you're not doing right now, or potentially have never even heard of, and it is the kettlebell bench press, or the low incline kettlebell bench press. Is possibly one of the best mass builders that you can do for your chest, and nobody's doing it. It has certain advantages over barbells and dumbbells. Although you would assume that it is very dumbbell-like, it's a bilateral movement that's unilaterally loaded, i.e. there's a separate weight in each hand. The advantage that it has is when you become reasonably strong on a pair of dumbbells, they get longer, and the plates actually restrict the range of motion that you're going to be able to move them over. Everybody says that dumbbells have a greater range of motion than barbells. You hear a lot of people say that. Well, unless you're lifting really small dumbbells, they actually have a less range of motion, because when you're coming down, the plate of the longer dumbbell touches the chest first, leaving the handle way up here. With the kettlebell, that's not the case, because the body of the bell is where the weight is, and it's displaced behind the forearm. So with it being back here, you can legitimately bring the handles below chest level, and because it's unilaterally loaded, you don't have to worry about humeral glide as much as what you would with a barbell. So it's safer than what it would be to try and do like a cabered barbell bench press, where you're trying to use an exaggerated motion with a bar. Also, because of the unique shape of the kettlebells, even though you're getting a greater stretch at the bottom, you also get a greater contraction at the top, because the weights are placed on the outside of the arm, and they are literally trying to pull your arms apart. And remember what we spoke about in an earlier video, that the anatomical job of the pectorals is to pull the arms this way. Well, the problem with this fly motion is you can't really lift a lot of weight that way, and when you're up here with dumbbells, there's no tension. But when you're doing it with cables, there is tension, but you can't really get a functional strength building effect from cables in the same way as you can with dumbbells. Well, the kettlebell uniquely amalgamates both worlds, and you get the weight of dumbbells with an extra stretch at the bottom beyond what you would get with a dumbbell, with the continuous tension feel of cables at the top. It's a great exercise. Try it.